Howdy, Tex.
Hey, we are recording in progress. That is fantastic.
It's alive.
So I'm here with ambassador number 223 of our 6,159 ambassadors around the world. And Paul, like many of the ambassadors in Be Fantastic, are humanitarians. And we're always trying to do the right thing. We're trying to spread kindness, knowledge, our knowledge. Paul is an amazing, which we would have. I've been termed lately a Renaissance man, a man of many talents. He's done National Geographic documentaries. He's trying to save or trying to decimate the lionfish while saving the Great Barrier Reef. He's doing all sorts of things. But today we're here to talk about, and I love first, I think it's his first book, which is called Welcome to Squaresville. I can't quite read
not
that.
Squaresville. That's the book I'm writing about Monty later. No.
Oh, there you go.
It's Welcome to the Amazing Forest Town of Squirrelsville. I think
Squirrelsville. That's right.
Like that. Squaresville's coming later. That's a self-biography.
There you go. That's funny. So we're both here on the island of Ambergris Key in Belize, and it's a fantastic place. Paul invited me here, and we're going to do some amazing things. He's actually going to be my book publisher for the book called How to Be a Fantastic Person, which is coming out hopefully near December, because it's Santa Claus related. But tell us about Squirrelsville. What inspired you, and where is it going?
Well, it's actually amazing because, I've always, referred to my own kids as squirrels. So for years, seeing how people interact and all that, it was just perfect. Kind of associating it to squirrels, but raising a child and instilling good manners, that's a crucial element. And children act as they're taught. And so it's never too early to get those principles put in place. And, children do as they see. So molding that mind of a child is so powerful because their mind is just fresh to the world and indelible, and their little sponge is absorbing information. So the main thing is, it's tools for growth to survive in the real world. And also, as you know, as a rescue pilot and all the other things I've done in rescue, this leads into a handful of things because so many, as you know, being in California your whole life, all the fires that we deal with every year that are just continuous, tons of animals, tons of people's homes. It decimates a lot of life. And I've been fortunate to be on the front line of that, save a lot of lives, but it also leads into that and community and coming together and the harmony of, how our police and fire and community individuals, help us every single day, and to re-recognize those, not to be demonized because of things that you see on TV, that we all come together between our doctors, our police, our fire, and people in general, being mindful, lead by integrity, lead by your word. Kind of what the Be Fantastic movement preaches.
Be kind.
Yeah. Lead by love. We lead by love. And that's really the whole essence of the first book. We have 26 coming out. So it's the next 13 years, 2 books a year. And it's going to be Dr. Seuss meets Winnie the Pooh meets squirrels.
Well, I mean, the best thing you can do in life is to be a fantastic parent. And that's giving your kid the right guidance and the right tools to be happy in life, because it's all about being happy. I mean, too many people are chasing money. They're chasing the wrong things. I found in the last 4 years on traveling around the world as a philosopher and motivational speaker, I mean, it's so rewarding to see someone smile and say, I really needed to hear those words today. And people do need to hear positive, kind words, correct guidance. We're taught by amateurs. Our parents were amateurs, and their parents were amateurs. We love our kids, but we make so many mistakes. And we're evolving as a species, and hopefully it's not too late with all the damn stupid mistakes we've made. But, with the people like you and my other 6,000 ambassadors, I think we can make a difference and a change and evolve into a higher consciousness of kindness.
I agree. We are kind of, I think more so after the pandemic, this is the new world order. We are the resistance. We're having to lead differently. Now that, a lot of people, this is the great part about the shift of a failed educational system that moved into a different space as pandemic hit, because people had to self-educate their kids the best they could. And now you have these pods of teachers now that the private sector now is taking their kids to these teachers. And so our school curriculum is kind of based on that, not the necessity to get into all the schools, because I know we'll always have resistance because they don't want us to learn those life and growth survival skills of what our days actually look like as humans on this planet. And that's some of the things that the school guide was all about. It's more the independents that want to teach their kids what we grew up with, the handshake, a smile, your integrity, your word, coming together, lead by love, caring, that the community is all you've got. And these we're all little pods all over the world. And those are, community pods. And so we have to look out for those areas where we live, because that's our closest little Squirrelsvilles to us, might you say. And so that, I think, with what you do and Be Fantastic and the years that you've been rolling through globally and all the ambassadors that are out there, we're just a bunch of squirrels out there that are running through a forest that are trying to make the best of the best. And I think this starts leading into some of that guide, might you say, shining a brighter light in some areas that became very dark.
Yeah. And we can only do our best. And hopefully, you can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. So all we can do is lead by example and get the right information out there. And hopefully people absorb it and use it and have a fantastic life.
Yeah, and everybody can go to squirrelsville.com. You can go to Amazon and look up Squirrelsville. The major release is on Sunday. This is our pre-press junket releases, getting it out there. We ended up with over 57,000 hits and overnight yesterday when we started the pre-launch. And we're giving away the free ebook. The free ebook's coming out. You can go check that out on squirrelsville.com. There's going to be a lot of press going on around this. Our last 5 reviews came in, all 5s. And so it blew through the roof in all of the reviews. And we've got more coming, and we're hoping that continues to stay in that light. And by the way, for any of you all that want to educate further, because the educational program isn't just for schools, it's for parents that want to sit down. It's got a lot of fun stuff in there. And all you do is when you sign up for the book, it's going to direct you and prompt you to turn your receipt in, and we'll send you this whole learning guide. It goes through math and biology and English and science and community effort and working together as teams. And you can use that on your own, because it wasn't necessarily classroom guide didn't mean that it was actually going to be used in a classroom. It can be used in your home, as what we do in class. Our home is our classroom. We're teaching our kids every day by the behaviors that we're putting forth and what we're sharing with them. And then we have the coloring book that's coming out. The new game, Stack the Squirrels, coming out. So we actually have an actual virtual game coming out where it's hand-eye mind coordination. That's going to be really fun. Can't wait to see you and I trying to do that. 5-year-old kid will stack the squirrel. You and I will be the squirrels, I guess.
And who doesn't love a squirrel? Someone sent me a video of an older gentleman who rescued a baby squirrel. And it didn't even look like a squirrel when he rescued it. He didn't even know what it was. And he raised it as a parent. And finally was at an age where he had to let it go. But it went out in the wilderness and always come back to him. It was like a very intelligent creature. So it's kind of cool to see him have a new friend as a squirrel, because as a parent.
Yeah, it's crazy, because I didn't mean to step on you there. If you go look up all the species, how many species of squirrels there are, it's the most beloved animal on the planet. It's crazy. When I started digging into it, and in 2009 started writing the first manuscripts, it's been crazy, the journey from 2009 to 2023. Better late than never. It just teaches you one thing: everything doesn't have to be in a hurry, and to get things to where they need to be, they're going to serve on their own time space. And so I had to let the line out on the reel a bunch. So any of you all that dream of doing something, do it, put it into reality space. Plus, we have our own publishing company. So just like with Dr. Fantastic, we're going to publish his book. So we just got the manuscript in and starting to work through that in the next couple of weeks, and then get ready for the Santa Claus December release, which is going to be exciting. Then I get to reverse it and I get to interview him, which is going to be awesome. So there's a lot of wonderful things, because these are our tools and our guides to a better life. I know things have become very uncertain, a lot of fear, a lot of things that we didn't expect were going to happen. But I'd say this, you know, you look back through your life, we've weathered a lot of storms and we came out of all of them. We're here for that reason. And so everything's going to get better. It's going to be better. And it's by leading, you know, and that's what Dr. Fantastic does. He leads around the world to be fantastic, use proper words, and to always lead by love.
And everything happens as it should, when it should. When you don't put this huge burden that it has to happen tomorrow or next month or next year, when you let things flow organically and know it's going to happen, be positive that it's all going to happen, be positive that it's all going to be fantastic, work out well, and everyone's going to be happy, then it really happens. It doesn't matter that it doesn't happen next week. It will happen.
It's true. And, you know, just like sitting here holding the book, for me, you know, all those years, just physically holding it, knowing that you completed it, that, you know, the illustrators, everybody that came together, it just, you know, it was amazing that the team that, you know, Isla, Karia at our office have been amazing in the whole process. And then our illustrator, Mok Fahar Shaburo, he's been beyond spectacular, and now working on the second book. Everything's educational, of things that need to be applied into our lives. And it's been one heck of a journey, you know.
Well, you know,
squirrel.
We all, sorry to step on you. We all have goals, and I tell people as a life coach and as a philosopher, if you put just 5 minutes a day into your goal, that's 150 minutes a month. It's over 1,500 a year. You'll eventually reach your goal with 5 minutes. But unfortunately, people won't put the 5 minutes in, and so then it's just a dream. And it's nice to have dreams, but it's a journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. Take 5 minutes with your passion, because it'll turn into more than 5 minutes because you love what you're doing. When you love what you're doing, 5 minutes turns into a half an hour every day, and it will happen.
Absolutely. And it doesn't happen any other way. That's exactly the path. So any of y'all that are still scratching your heads, wondering why things haven't evolved, that's an easy path to follow right there, because you can dream all you want, but to make it a reality means you got to take that first step. And sometimes it might feel like it's a lot. Let me tell you, I have a lot going on between things that I've accomplished in my life, but I took a little bit of time every night. And what seemed like a long time wasn't, because it's now evolved. But I had to take little bitty steps. I'd take 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. I'd watch the squirrels of our life doing their things. Those are human squirrels, by the way. And that helped me to evolve how this was going to be, because it's based on human life and the things that we do and the things we say and how we act and how we lead, all those facets. But it was a little by little. I did not do it overnight, by far, 2009 to 223, but it's done. And now we get to move beyond that. But the educational process is in full bore between Dr. Fantastic's movement globally and all the ambassadors out there, which I love. That's all of our brothers and sisters around the world spreading love and the Be Fantastic movement. And now you get to spread the Squirrelsville movement, squirrelsville.com, baby.
Yes. Well, Paul, thank you for your time. We'll have more down the line, and have a fantastic day.
Always. Take care, Dr. Fantastic. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Paul.
Take care.